Hey all, welcome to Geek-O-Five. Today we are going to check out the board game Chariots of Chandragupta by Dice Labs. Dice Labs is an Indian company which, as the name suggests, makes school games. This game is based on chariot racing of the old times during the era of Royal Mauryan Empire. The illustrations on the box and the overall game is detailed beautifully by the talented Fabian Gonzalez. You can see that the cover has illustrations of a chariot racing on a track towards the castle. On the back we have the layout of the actual board game with the game's description. Overall, the box packaging feels premium and screams quality right from the packaging to the final game inside the box. Now let's have a look at what's interesting inside the box. We have a thank you note from Dice Labs team. I like the way the instruction manual comes with a combination of pictures and text. The board game comes with a spinner wheel which needs assembling. Then there are tiles which form parts of the racetrack. Here is the top view of the whole racetrack. There are total 12 tiles which have to be placed together to build the racetrack, and you are free to determine its length. Then we have the parts for the cart vendor which needs to be assembled. There are a deck of cards called as the karma cards. This deck has cards with various action items. We have a number of tokens here. First is the obstacle token, then there are water tokens, the food tokens, the riding skill tokens, and the home stretch tokens. Then we have the chariots, one set with a male charioteers and the other set with the female ones along with their stands. Lastly, we have the coins. The design on this coin is reminiscent to the way ancient currency looked like. We have assembled the vendor cart and the tokens are stacked. We have the chariots ready as well. The chariots look cool and the vendor setup looks interesting. The overall game's content look great and actually helps you to build the feel of an ancient Mauryan era. Now let's see how the game is played. We have used all the racing tiles to get the complete experience. So, the spinner determines our actions in the games. The spinner gives us the option to move forward, then there is collect coins, buy from the vendor, or collect karma cards. Each of the players have 10 coins and one of each of the tokens. Each of these tokens have their purposes. The water is used to move one space ahead. Food token is used to move 2 spaces ahead. The obstacle is used to place a hurdle for the opponent racer behind you. The riding skill token can be used to navigate around obstacles, and using the home stretch, the player can overcome all the obstacles in the tile where the token is placed. Each of the players get 3 chances to use the tokens once they are done playing the action pointed by the spinner. So let's start the race. Here player 1 has made her first move and the spinner stopped at 1, which allows her chariot to go 1 space ahead. Now for her 3 chances to use the token, she uses food token to move 2 spaces ahead. Then the water token to move 1 space ahead. You need to return the token to the vendor once they are used. So there's a shop where her chariot has landed. So here you can shop for tokens from the vendor. The prices are mentioned on the token. The player here spends her money on the food and water, a wise buying decision. For her last chance, she chooses to use the obstacle token. The obstacle token can only be placed 1 space behind. So now it's the second player's turn. Guess he needs some more practice on that spinner, and finally he succeeds. Great job. And the spinner now has stopped at 3. Oh, but there's a hurdle on the 3rd space. The player 2 will have to use the skill token to pass the obstacle. So for this, his 3 chances he uses for tokens for skill, water and food. Now the chariots are side by side. Also there's a shop at that place. So player 2 decides to buy some tokens. Player 1 has spins the spinner and ends up with a karma card. Karma cards are action cards which have specified actions that the player has to perform. In this case, as per karma card, she has to skip a chance. As the race progresses, player 1 uses the homestretch token, which gives her the advantage to pass all the obstacles on this track. See, she is not bothered by those herd of buffaloes in this case. The race progresses with a combination of spinner actions and usage of tokens. And in this case, player 1 wins. So it took around 45 minutes for us to finish the game, as it was a long track and it was a fun experience. Surpassing hurdles, putting obstacles in the opponent's path, strategizing by use of tokens, and yes, the suspense felt while drawing the karma card was all very exciting. Another good thing is that we can go crazy with the tracks. We can build a lot of setups from the racetrack, making it a different experience each time we play. All in all, a great game. Being a toy collector and game enthusiasts ourselves, we are glad that such a game has been designed and produced in India. So kudos to Dice Toys Labs. This is a great product in terms of quality and play value. We had immense fun playing the game. We are also looking forward to their next game, Yuddha Bhumi, for which they have provided free figurine samples with this purchase. I wish this company will make more such cool games. As for this game, Chariots of Chandragupta will have a special place in our collection. If you have not got this yet, do get this. You will have a lot of fun with your friends and family.
That's all for today, folks. Thank you for watching. Please leave your comments below, like, share and subscribe, and keep coming back for more at Geek-O-Five.